Happy Monday, Floss Tube. Hello, crafty friends. It is Monday, December the 7th. My name is Caroline. Welcome back. Daily Crafty Chat. Also day 7 of Flossmas. I'm going to put in the heading that this is day 6 and day 7 of Flossmas because quite often what will happen is if I miss a day and I have someone will watch a little later down the line, and then they'll wonder what happened to the missing day, and then I'll get a message and they'll say, I missed day 6. Where's day 6? I can't find it. It doesn't exist. I didn't record a video yesterday, so today is a combo, day 6, day 7. Thank you for everybody who left such a nice comment on Saturday's video that I did with John. He's a pretty good sport, I have to say. Recording video is not his favorite thing to do in the world, but he likes me, so he agreed to do it. And as I find him fairly charming, so it was a fun thing to do together, and we had a great time away. Our anniversary is in October. It usually always falls on the Thanksgiving weekend. We are invariably doing something else the weekend of our actual anniversary, and so usually what we'll do is we'll decide to do something at a later time, later weekend. And this year is probably the latest that we've ever, we'll go out to dinner or do something, but we decided this year we figure it's been over 2 years since just the two of us snuck away for a night without taking the whole family along. So we decided to do that, and it was really fun. We went, everything was masks and, following COVID protocol, and we had takeout for dinner, and it was just a nice little getaway. So it was a fun video to do together, and thank you for all of your really kind comments. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so it is Monday, so we have to do our Because Monday giveaway. Last week's chart up for grabs was the JBW Designs Joy, and I don't remember how many comments I had because I'm just looking at the winner's name. The winner on this particular chart giveaway was Ginger Golding Wilkins. Congratulations, Ginger. You are the winner of that chart, and I have left you a comment on your message, on your comment. If you could just email me your address, caroline@evertote.com, then that chart is for you. I have another chart up for the Because Monday draw again this week. Now, I know we're into Christmas, but I actually have a Halloween chart to give away today because it's just so cute. I know, and I really I didn't do much for fall sort of Halloween-y type things, so I am giving away another. I love these charts. They're so cute. They're small, and I have a whole stack of them that I sort of inherited. Well, I didn't inherit them. I did purchase a large box of patterns when Kathy and Neil closed their shop, and I just happen to have a lot of these little JBW designs. They're easy for me to mail. They're a fairly inexpensive treat for me to send out in the world as just a little Happy Monday kind of thing. So it is another JBW Designs. It's called Sweet Nothings, and it's the Autumn Trio. So I know I'm giving away pumpkins at Christmas time. So that's fairly typical Caroline, out of season. But let's face it, by the time I send this out and you receive it, you'll have it ready for next Halloween. That's the plan, right? I'm just thinking ahead. I'm thinking ahead. That's the plan. So this is the chart. You'll be able to find this up for giveaway on the Facebook group, which is Friday Off the Grid. And just leave me a comment there. It is super cute. So yes, last week I gave away a Christmas design. This week, what the heck? Let's give away a Halloween design. I have something rather exciting to share with you today. Shall I save it? I'll save it. So I'm going to show you what I worked on. What have I been working on? I've been working on lots of things, but I can't show them all today because some of them have to wait a couple of days. So I have a couple of exciting things to share, probably on Wednesday. So in the car, on the drive, on the way there and on the way back, that was when I worked on my sock knitting. So you may remember I had my Leo and Roxy, this is the October 2019 Sock of the Month Club yarn. Absolutely beautiful. I'm in love with this colorway. It's just gorgeous. And that's where I got to. So you can see how, look at how it's pooling and swirling. I love it. I just love it so much. So the cuff is well done, and I've done another inch and a half. Another inch and a half. So look at that color. Look at that color. So pretty. I love how it's knitting up. Excited to wear those on my feet. So that's the sock that I worked on the way there. And then when we drove home, I cast on my 12 Days of Christmas Timber Yarns sock. So this is the skein uncaked, and let's see there. Here it is caked, and as you can see, I'm missing a few colors because where did it go? I have the first bit done. So I've got 4 stripes, 4 glorious stripy colors there. Let's get it to focus here. We've got purple, pink, orange, and the brown. Next up is yellow. And these literally are the colors of Smarties. So I did have someone comment that you might not all know what Smarties are. And I did mention it in the Fiber Friends podcast. My card is over there. Smarties are a hard-shelled chocolate candy. So think about M&Ms, but they're slightly thinner and bigger. And they have a candy coating shell that are literally all of the colors in this skein. So that's what Smarties are. And I think in the States, Smarties are like a hard, what we would call rockets here in Canada. Rockets are, you know, in a cellophane packaging, and they're almost like a sweet version of sweet tarts that aren't, so rockets aren't tart at all. They're just like a sweet candy. And I think that's what you have that's called Smarties in the States. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But in Canada, Smarties are, they're a childhood favorite. We all love Smarties, even and into adulthood we love our Smarties. So these literally are the color. And the inspiration card that Heather used to dye this, the gingerbread house, the roof is covered in Smarties. And they really, they're an exact ringer for the Smarties that you eat, the colors. So it's been really, really fun. Really fun to knit that. And it does not take long at all to knit up one color stripe. So they're a bit addictive to watch that grow. So I worked on my socks in the car. I did do some stitching when we were away, but I can't show it to you just yet. I was supposed to start the Anne Morrison stitch along on Saturday, but I didn't. I took it with me, but I hadn't serged the fabric. I was not prepared. I forgot to take so many things with me. So I didn't have the linen prepared. It was 45 count. The lighting was not ideal for 45 count. And I didn't have any sort of a way to wrangle those lovely spools of 103 silk. So I just tucked it back away, and I'm going to save it because there are a couple of other things that I need to work on first, and it will come. I know exactly what I plan to have complete. I have Rose Heck. If you haven't if you haven't caught it yet, Rose Heck and Janice from Traditional Stitches have done a video about the Ann Morrison start on for the Stitch Along, which is a Hands Across the Sea collaboration with Traditional Stitches, and to celebrate their 20th anniversary. Rose and Janice did a joint video to start the Stitch Along, and I will leave a link to it in the drop down box below so that you can go and watch them. It's charming. It really is. They did a great job, and so the Stitch Along has started, and I have not put a single stitch in yet. I will eventually this month. I do plan to get to it this month, but I have to put priority on Josh's quilt. That has to be my personal crafting priority. That needs to be finished. So I have something to share. It's not finished. It's not fully finished, but I got really brave, and yesterday I sandwiched the whole thing, and the quilting is done. I know, the quilting is completely finished. So it is folded up because, well, it's bigger than I intended it to be. It was just supposed to be a lap quilt to chuck on the couch. It's a lot bigger than just a small lap quilt. It's substantial. So it will be hefty to send, which I don't care about that. I can't wait for Josh to get this. So the quilting is done. Don't look too closely because it was my first time wrangling a quilt this big under my sewing machine, and I'm not a quilter. I've only made, I've told you before, I've only made a couple of them, and they were smaller. They were actual lap-sized quilts. This one's a bit bigger, and so wrangling it in my sewing machine took some practice, and so I got better as I went along, but it was definitely made with love, and I know that Josh will love it. So it is folded up, but I'm not going to show you the whole thing because I haven't done the binding yet. That's my next step. So all of the quilting is done. It's sandwiched, it's quilted. Let me show you. I used, so that, because I know Josh is watching. So, hi Josh. I'll show you the backing fabric because I had a nice large piece that she had sent me of this beautiful pink rose floral, and it was big enough to use on the back. So that's the fabric, that's the backing fabric. So you can see my back of my quilting, I made sure it was flat, made sure that there weren't any lumps and bumps. And now my next job is to trim the excess batting and backing so that it's straight and rectangular. And then, so I'm gonna do that tonight. And then I have to make the binding, which I think I have, I'm pretty sure I have enough of this fabric, this one here. So the binding is going to be made out of the same fabric, the same print as this. So I need to make the binding, and then I have to attach it, and then I hand stitch it down in the back. So I have never made my, like, the couple of times that I made quilts, my sister-in-law Kathy helped me a lot with the binding, and so I've never done it myself. So any quilters out there who are watching this, if you can suggest, please, if you happen to see this tonight, if you could suggest your favorite kind of go-to YouTube video tutorial on binding. I would prefer video and some like someone showing me what to do over written instructions. If I can watch it, it's a lot easier for me to learn how to do something. And then if you can recommend so what I'm looking for is something that's going to help me with the calculation of how much I'm going to need and how to do the corners and what else? Well, if you're a quilter, you know exactly what it is that the steps that I'm going to have to take in order to do the binding and attach it. So I am going to attach it to the quilt, like machine stitch it on, and then I'm going to hand stitch the back with the ladder stitching, invisible ladder stitching on the back. Is that what it's called? So the quilt is, we're getting there. So here it is all folded up. Ooh, so you can see it's nice and thick. It's going to be really cozy, and then when it's all done, I will take a picture standing up and show you the whole thing so that you can see it. I'm so pleased. I just decided, get on with it. Don't be afraid. Don't be a silly pants. Just put on your big girl pants and do it. And I did. So that's the first major hurdle is over. Now I need to jump over that binding hurdle, but I can do it, and then get it in the mail and send it off to Josh. So that's what I've been up to, personal crafting. I received a lovely gift in the mail, so I wanted to share this with you because I think you're going to enjoy seeing this as well. So a viewer named Monica sent me a message a while ago and said, I'm collecting a few things to send to you. And so anyways, it arrived in the mail. It probably arrived on Friday, but I didn't check the mail until this morning. So I opened it up, and Monica knows what I like. She knows I like coffee because it is a treasure trove of needle minders that are all coffee themed except for one, and I'll share that with you in a moment. So let me show you these needle minders. These are all, they're so wonderful. So this one said but first coffee. So cute. And that is a needle minder by Pip and Chip. I think that's what that says on the back there. Yeah, Pip and Chip. And it has a really nice button magnet on the back. That's really neat. So it matches that sort of shiny metallic on the front. That's really nice. And then this one, I think I've got the, oops, I think I've got them in the right orientation here. This one is by Honeybee Design Studio, and honey is spelled Hunny, and it is it's the traditional sort of Starbucksy looking coffee cup with the little cutout in the wood there. It's a wooden button style. It's not a button, but you know what I mean, like a wooden needle minder. Let me take this out of the plastic. Maybe that will help. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see. There. Is that better? Come on. Keeps wanting to focus on my ornaments behind me. There we go. Okay, so while I've got this in focus, let me bring up the next one. So again, that was Honeybee Design Studio. Here's the next ones. Oh, look at those. They're so cute. So we've got this coffee mug, and yes, I do grip my coffee mug like that in the morning. And this one's a coffee bean. Look at those. So cute. This one, you know what? I didn't open this one up yet to see the maker. Let me show you. Who made these? I love that, you know, Monica has supported small business with these small, you know, handmade Etsy shops. Sorry for the crinkling. I know, crinkle, crinkle. There we go. Oh, they're so cute. Look at that. Dee Dee's Needle Minder Collection. So, there's the name, Dee Dee's Needle Minder Collection. That coffee bean, I love that. Look at that. And what else does it say here? Not to be used with any other needle notion. So there's no, I think if you just Google Dee Dee's Needle Minder Collection, that should take you to the right place. Love that. Next up we have some, oh, this is really nice. Heartfelt Crafting Co. I'm gonna take it out of the sleeve. I think you can see things a lot better when they're out of the plastic. Handmade felt items and craft supplies from creation to final stitch. So the crafter's name is Sarah Louise, Heartfelt Crafting Company. Heartfelt Crafting Company. Look at this coffee mug. Look at that. Oh, I love that. That's really nice. Look at the, it's looks like it's hand painted. Yeah, I like that a lot. Love that. And then Monica said there was something funny that she had been waiting on in order to send it to me. Now, I don't know who made this because there was no name on the packaging, but I do know that it was crafted by hand. And have a look at it. Can you see what it is? Can you tell what that is? It's beans on toast. It's beans on toast. She had a maker make a clay beans on toast charm and then turn it into a needle. I mean, how clever is that? I love that, Monica. That is really funny. So I think that I am probably the only cross stitcher who has a beans on toast needle minder, and I am going to use it right away because why wouldn't I? That's awesome. And then Monica and I had been talking about grime guards. I think you were looking for one, and I offered to make you one, and you said no, I will figure it out. And then lo and behold, there was a grime guard in my package, and it's got coffee pots all over it, espresso makers and mugs and carafes and just all kinds of, this fabric is awesome. I love this fabric. That's really cool. So it was an entirely coffee themed parcel and a lovely, lovely card to go in the package. And Monica, thank you for your kind words. Really, really thoughtful, very kind. Thank you. Okay, that's it for me today. I better get a move on because I still have some bags to finish up today before my work day is done and get this video up. And it looks like you know who is ready possibly for her dinner. So better sort that out as well. I hope you're well. I hope you're safe and happy and that you have some time to work on some of your own personal crafting this evening. And I will see you tomorrow for Flossmas Day 8. If you can believe it. We're already almost at the 8th of December. Time is flying by. Just flying. Happy stitching, everybody. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.